Some hot topics we're going to talk about here today. One thing in particular is trying to understand if there's going to be a housing crash or an adjustment that might be happening based on the facts. We can never predict anything, but what we can do is look at the trends, what are happening, and what we should be forecasting and looking for. So a couple things to look for in this video. We're going to be talking about rental incaps. We're going to be talking about population increases, housing crisis as far as inventory is concerned, interest rates, and what we're looking for in 2022, especially with what happened in Ukraine and all the updates here in this video. So make sure to tune in. First things first, real estate in Utah is still a very hot market. We're still seeing offers above appraised value, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 above appraised value. We're seeing the market continually rise tens of thousands of dollars each month, with the median price now hitting over $600,000, which is outrageously what we expected what was going to happen. We're still forecasting a 10% increase. But let's talk about why is this happening? What is going on in Utah's market? One thing to pay attention to is where the migration is happening and what the population increase is coming from. First and foremost, the migration is happening, especially coming into Utah. We know the trend of Californians coming into Utah. But more importantly, we also know that we have had the gates open and had immigrants moving in. We've had a lot of refugees we've been taking care of and people increasing our population. That has made a major gap for our housing shortage. Whether it's rental or owning, both are feeling the effects. For example, we are below 5 million homes in the United States, and builders cannot keep up with that number. We are seeing builders set the market prices, but even then, offers going in above what the builders are setting for that price. Builders have been setting the price for years, and people have been waiting for a crash to happen for years. And we have seen an increase in prices over 30% over the last couple of years. It's crazy what we're seeing happen here. But because the United States population is continually increasing, which means the housing shortage is going to continue to be a problem. The second issue that we're going to see here is rent. And rent is going to be affected by the housing increase in prices. If an investor has to purchase a price for an X amount, they have a certain return on their investment that they're going to want to get back. You have to think about utilities increasing. You have to think about the taxes that are increasing. So of course, the rent is going to be increasing. I have heard through the pipeline that the government is going to be trying to do what is called a rental percentage cap on investors, which I don't feel like is going to be the best solution in this situation, because that means that they're going to cap you on how much you can charge rent. Renters are going to love that. The economy should love that. But the problem is they're going to continue to increase the taxes and the utilities, which is going to offset and off balance what is happening with the rental market, which means it's going to desaturate what the investors are, where they're putting their money. It's going to cause the government to have to come in and subsidize housing, which makes you reliant on the government. This is my opinion. You want to be as self-sufficient as you possibly can. We live in a capitalist state and economy. We want to keep it that way so we can keep competitiveness, talent, and goals in mind when it comes to moving forward as a country. Things that you should know on how to navigate through this whole scenario and what's happening here. Always find ways to put your money into assets. Assets are going to be your best bang for your buck, whether it's a trailer or a car or a home or investment properties. The assets are going to be worth more because of what's happening with inflation. We've all seen gas go up. It's over $4, almost $5 now. They're going to blame it on Ukraine, and we know that. The milk has gone up. The diapers have gone up. I have twins, and I have definitely seen the formula go up. And so there's lots of things the government's going to try to do to make you dependent on them. Make sure you become self-sufficient and that you can get yourself into a good situation where the assets are holding the money for you if you needed to turn around and sell. It is my hope that moving forward that we make the right decisions, whether this is becoming a correction in the real estate market or it's going to be a continual uprise and increase. One thing's for sure, the population of the United States is not going down. The other thing that is for sure, taxes and inflation is not going anywhere for any time being. What I feel we do need to see a change being happening is in the wages. We need to figure out what can we do with big corporate companies who are okay with paying their employees more, because there are lots of problems with increasing wages as well. Those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll start a good conversation.